Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today is November 19th, 2023, and it is Sunday, and I'm finally here to do a Let's Talk video. And I say finally because I'm finally on a Sunday. Typically, I don't get on here on Sundays. I was doing that Let's Talk video on Sundays, but I think with the time change and everything, it gets a little harder because after Mass, my husband and I, we go out, we do whatever, you know what I mean, just to get away. And when I come home, and then I will do the video real quick. But I think because of the time change and it gets darker quicker, I just feel like coming home and putting on my PJs, you know what I mean? And winding down. So I ended up doing later in the week. Anyway, today's Sunday, so we're going to get to this. I have my notes like I always do. I want to talk to you about something that happened at the doctor's, and just, it's a brief thing. It's no big deal. I meant to mention it every time I come on here, and I always forget, but I wrote it down this time. And I also brought my blood work with me. We're going to talk about my weight. We're going to talk about the challenges that I put on myself from last week. We're going to discuss those. We're going to discuss an NSV. I'm excited. Now, I had mentioned in my last video that I had an NSV that I want to share with you guys. This is not it. This is not it. That one, I think you're going to be very, very, like, if you've been following me, you're going to be not shocked, maybe not shocked, but you're going to be like, wow, like that. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. But this is an amazing one too. So you're going to see a video from me from 2016, a little clip where I feature these, where I bought these, and I was very, very excited. I'm going to tell you what I weighed back then and tell you what I weigh now. We're going to talk about the scale. We're going to talk about the scale. So, and then if everything that I done, you know, listening to my body, did that reflect on the scale? We're going to talk about that. And let's see, what else do I have here for you guys? Yes, and then you're going to see a workout from me. I did work out yesterday, Saturday, but then I'm noticing some things that I do after I work out, and I'm sort of trying to figure certain things out. We'll talk about that too. All right, let's get right to this so this video won't be too long. The thing that I wanted to mention about the doctor's office was that I forgot to mention when the blood work came in, and I went in October 12th, I think I went in to get the results of my blood work. Okay. One of the things that my doctor, I'm not going to say he was concerned, like, oh my goodness, but no doctor ever mentioned this before. Okay. No doctor, because it's never showed up like it showed up this time. I took it as a good thing. He took it like a kind of a thing, but he wasn't shocked. So let me tell you what it is. When he was going through the blood work and he says, you're doing really good. My goodness, your numbers are great. He was like, good. Then he got to the end and he says, now he knew from the very first day that I went, the month before, when I got the new prescription for my blood work. That's why I went in for the new prescription for my blood pressure medication. That's why I originally went. I discussed with him that I was doing the Ketovore diet. He never said good or bad, but he did give me another recommendation. He preferred me to do the DASH diet. I never told you guys that. He says to do the DASH diet. He even wrote it on the recommendation paper. And he's told me to stay away from all red meat because of the hypertension. I didn't listen, you know. I mean, not that I didn't. It was a recommendation. It wasn't like he said, you know, follow this, you know. But he knew I was doing keto. Anyway, when I got the blood work done, results in a month later on October 12th, I went in and he said everything was good. But then he said, you got some ketones in your urine. He went like that. Where I was like, really? I said, I have some ketones. How much? You know? He says, well, it's just one. It's light. And I know from being on keto, a lot of people get the keto strips. And what they do is they test their ketones in their urine. And if they're pretty high, they're pretty running on ketosis, which is, you know, you're burning your fat and things like that. It's a good thing. I don't do that. I don't test my urine. I don't buy strips. I don't do any of that. Okay. And I'm not going to. It's just hearing it, you know, from the blood work from a lab, and my very first official reading for my ketones, he was like, oh, you have some ketones. It's a 1 plus, he said. So anyway, that would mean light ketones. I'm not in like full on ketosis, which would have been nice. I think the high is like 8. A high range would be like 3. Where did I write? I wrote down the ranges. Hold on a minute. I think let's see. 4 to 7 is moderate, and 8 plus is like high, and then 1 to 3 is light. And I was a 1, so I wasn't like crazy in my ketones, but I was like yes, and he was more like Anyway, you know, it is what it is. So I just wanted to share that with you. I think I'm falling a lot in my ketones. I'm not gonna buy the strips. I'm not there. I'm not somebody who wants to do that anyway. I'm doing good. I like where I'm going. I just really want to learn about what my body needs and give it that. You know what I mean? I don't want to register it that much. I had mentioned in my last video that the reason why I'm recording my protein and recording my carb is because I want to see what foods I eat make me fall in a certain area. And right now I really want to know if I'm eating my protein intake, you know, because I'm learning. And so that's all I'm doing. But eventually, like I mentioned in that other video, I would really love to just, you know, just not record anything. That would be very, very nice. And I'm going to get there. I am. Anyway, let's go into that then. What was my protein like? I'm going to put some shots right here. So yeah, I can't quite always make it to 120. It gets very, very hard. But at least now I know I'm hitting a lot more into the 100s. That's good. I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna keep improving. I'm gonna try the sardines. I don't know if I said that I was gonna eat sardines with you guys. Yeah, we're gonna do that challenge. We're gonna do it. We're going to do it. I am. So I'm trying to eat more tuna. Tuna is very high. I have been eating more eggs. In fact, this morning I had 5 boiled eggs. And by the way, guys, eggs and me, we're friends again. We are good. We are so good. It was what it was. It was the avocado that I would have because it's high oxalates, and avocado messes me up tremendously. And then also I was having that and then the fat with the bacon. You know, it was just a lot of fat at that time. So it was a little bit of a combination, but the eggs, they're my friends. We're good. We're okay, which is good. All right, let's move on from that. So the other things, the Zivia, I'll give you the numbers now. The Zivia, okay, so Monday the 13th, 3, the 14th, Tuesday, 2. The 15th on Wednesday, 4. That was because it was my son's birthday. He turned 22, and yeah, I indulged in that. But anyway, the 16th, 3, 17th, Friday, 2, another 2. And then yesterday, the 18th, Saturday, 5. And you know why? Because I decorated my home. I was downstairs cleaning, packing, dusting, vacuuming, making dinner, and I had my Zivia, and I cracked my Zivia, you know, and I ended up having 5. I'm not going to tell you how much I used to drink, so let me just say that's still good, but not where I want to be. All right. And then today's Sunday. I'm going to put a number here. Since it's Sunday, the day's not over. I'll put the number here. Now, as far as my step count on Sundays, you're not going to have one. I don't wear my Apple Watch, so I don't even look on my phone. I don't do any of that in terms of exercise. I really take it easy. Just enjoy my day. So for that, you won't have anything up here. Okay, so speaking of steps, then let's talk about the steps. You're going to have a reading here. Amazing. And you know what I did? I did my goal. I stretched it out throughout the day. I got up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, or if I was going to do a video that day, I would do my walk, my light walk. I linked a video for you guys from Improved Health. It was an 8-minute video. It's 1,000 steps. She has other ones that are 2,000 steps. Sometimes I do the 2,000, but the moves I adjusted the move. So she's trying to get your heart rate high. I don't want to get my heart rate that high. I like 115, 110. We're good there. That's all I want. It's just something to move and whatever, you know. So I did that throughout the whole day, and it was good. It was good. I did good. So far, the protein is still a little bit of a challenge, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And I wanted to work out. I think it was 3 days for strength training and 6 days for cardio, and I did that. So why don't we go into the exercise now so you could see that, and then we'll talk about what I've been doing, what I did after. So let's go to that. And I'm also going to talk about, it was Saturday. I told you guys I was decorating, and so it got a little bit of emotional, not too much, but we'll talk about it after. So here's the video. It is 8:45 in the evening, and I am uber tired. I am. But I'm going to get this done because it's my last day. I typically just do cardio on Saturdays, no strength training. And so I did check the calendar, the November calendar with Improved Health. And today it's just a 25-minute, she said sweaty cardio, I believe it is. It's about 128 beats per minute is what we're going to hold steady. So it is going to be pretty intense, but it's 25 minutes. I think I could do this. Today was just crazy. Helicopter, pretty loud. I don't know if you heard that, but that was really loud. Anyway, today, all day today, I've been packing fall, organizing fall, donating fall decorations, put up Christmas, and went through Christmas and donated and threw away. Yeah. So it's been pretty tiring today. But I'm glad it's done. I wanted to get it done early. Just a little emotion on this. It's been tough for me for holidays and things for a little bit now. And I feel like this is the first year that I feel really, really good. And so I told my husband, I really want to get into Christmas and put it up early. I don't typically put it up at all this early. I wait for Thanksgiving to be over. But this year I just kind of wanted to do it. I wanted to take my time and be really in it. So I did. That's what we did. Anyway, so I'm tired. Let me tell you how many steps I have for right now. I don't think there's a lot of steps. Oh, 10,590 steps already. Woo! So that's pretty good. Let's get this done. I just wanted to bring you guys along with me because I need company, because I'm tired. So if I know I'm going to post this for you guys, I'm going to give it my all. All right, let's get this done.
Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? 'Cause this is what you got me saying. What you got me This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Cause this is what you got me saying. Call me. Call you hold me. This is what you got me saying. Call me. Call you hold me. This is what you got me saying. Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? 'Cause this is what you got me saying. got me saying. This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? Cause this is what you got me saying. What you got me saying.
A little bit. Yeah, my heart rate is at 105. Came down nice and easily. The quote she has right now, it says, "It might not be easy, but it will be worth it." Yes, it is. I remember doing this one here in October because in here she talked about, or she doesn't talk, it's no voice, but on the side, you read on the side, and she says she just got a haircut and she didn't put enough bobby pins because her hair was falling off in her face. So I remember this one. And I remember the first time I did it, I remember that the arm workouts, I mentioned those, she does quite a bit. She doesn't put your arms down. Like, you don't put your arms down. You do one exercise after another, and you're just having your arms up. And I remember not being able to do it fully. And today I did it with real stamina and able to just hold the pose. Yeah, it was burning, but it wasn't to the point where I'm just like screaming. No. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm really having stamina and agility and flexibility. Some of those exercises on the floor, the stretch ones, they're hard for me. They're hard because I have a lot of belly. You know what I mean? And I don't have the ability to twist all the way, but I'm definitely much, much better, and I can definitely hold it longer. So that's good. That's really, really good. So I see my body changing and improving. I think that's it for right now. I'll let you go ahead and see the rest of me chit-chatting as how it always happens. So I just wanted to do this with you, and I'm really, really glad that I did it. See, my heart rate now is 95 beats per minute. She did say your heart rate would go as high as 126. For me, it went up to 136. So there's that. All right, guys, I'm just going to walk a little bit and I'm done. Okay, I'll let you see the rest. But the thing that happened afterwards was this. Okay, so I kind of worked out kind of late. Like I said, I've been decorating all day. We'll talk about the emotional thing here, but I was decorating all day. But before we get to that, one of the things that I did, and I've been doing, I think I've done it 3 times, is I work out late for me. Because then after I have my protein shake, and sometimes it's like 9 o'clock at night. Like, I won't have, if I can have protein like a eggs or tuna, I much rather have that. Okay, so that's what I do in the morning. And then when I work out late, I then drink my protein shake. But I still think it's too late. So I need to work on that. I need to work on that. Somehow I need to make my workout earlier, if not in the morning, because either I gotta go somewhere, a doctor's appointment, or maybe sometimes I even record. I like to record in the morning because I do still have to go pick up my little guy. I want to be able to, I'd rather work out in the morning, and I've been doing that, but sometimes I gotta do it late, and sometimes I go too late. Too late. So I need to work on that. Because I drink it honestly and I'm already like sleepy. But I want to make sure I get my protein in. So there's that. And one thing I want to make clear, I talked about it in my last video as far as like I had the lack of protein, like I had some symptoms, and I showed you what symptoms I had. But I really wanted to, I mentioned this, I kind of put it in a little writing, but I wanted to say that the reason why right now it's very evident that I was very low in protein is because I think I always fell low in protein and I had these symptoms, but because I started strength training, August, the middle of August. I think it was in August. Definitely August, but I don't know if it was at the beginning or in the middle. But anyway, I started strength training, very regular, very consistent up until now. And the protein stayed the same. It was already low. And then with this demand, my body was just out of whack. Does that make sense? And I didn't explain that too well. But that's why the symptoms were so obvious. So there's the emotional thing, guys. It's tough still with the passing of my mom and my brother. My mom passed away in 2020 due to the Rona. My brother passed away in 2022 due to the Rona in January. So around the holiday. So I haven't been really this excited about, I mean, I'm excited about Christmas because as a Christian, I understand what Christmas is, right? But the decorations and the this and the that, I was sort of, and then the way I was feeling unhealthy, I just haven't been into it. And I may mention in other videos that I'm living it now. I'm living it. I wake up every day and I live my day. That's why I wanted to decorate early. I don't know. I felt like it and I did it. And my house is decorated and my kids love it. I'm into it. We already planned out Thanksgiving dinner. It is planned out. Today we're going to go get the stuff for it and we're going to start prepping it. It's just going to be me and my kids. My daughter has to work, but we're going to do something. I told them that they needed to give me what they wanted. We don't do turkey or ham. So I said, what do you guys want? I go, one thing. And then we sat at the table and we sort of started discussing what we were going to do for Thanksgiving. And so my daughter popped this idea, my son, and things we're like, what? But we're going to make it work. And we're going to have some really nice Thanksgiving meals. And I'm going to start working on them probably Tuesday. That's how excited I am. That's how excited. It feels good. You know, I miss my mom. I miss my brother. I miss them tremendously, and it's right here, guys, but I'm feeling so much better. So, yeah. All right. Now we're going to talk about, so I'm going to figure out the protein thing as far as like, I just need to move up my workouts. That's it. That's really the bottom line. Okay. Let's go into the weight. Let's do the weigh-in, and then I'm going to show you the NSV. It's a special, let's talk. It is, because I think a couple of things. So, let's go to the weigh-in and then we'll talk. So this is what I weighed this morning. Yeah, so I am down 2.6 pounds. So I weigh 187.2. That is 2.6 pound loss. And what do I think about that? I'm celebrating it because you guys, I really do think that a lot of the things that I mentioned in the previous video, the lack of sleep, that's the other thing. I'm sleeping. So that's good. And then also I'm not chronically stressing out my body with the workouts like that. Remember I told you, spreading out my walks, spreading out my, my activity, my movement. And I believe that all that is the result of it. I do. I'm listening to my body and giving it what it wants. So we are down to 187.2. I think that is really, really good. So now let's go on to the NSV. So I'm going to show you a clip right here of a video that was done in, let me see, I wrote it down. It was done in August of 2016. I remember when I bought these, I went to the Levi's store, and there was a rack of them on sale, okay, of these Levi's button fly. And I thought, oh, this button fly are so nostalgic to me, you know? It takes me back to high school and stuff. And anyway, they were on sale, I remember, but there was 14s, which is considered a 32, and then there were size 12s, and then I got the 16. I distinctively remember getting these three sizes. I remember trying on the 16s, and they were fitting me kind of big. Not big, but at the time, I was on keto. And then I tried on the 14s, and the 14s fit me little tight, but I got them on, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep losing weight. I'm gonna get the 14. The 12 was like, no way. No way. Anyway, at that time, well, let me let you see the video. But I reached 40,000 steps. That's a very, very big accomplishment for me. I'm a proud owner of some buttonfly Levi's. Yeah, I was weighing in 191.2 when I bought those, and I'm weighing right now 187.2. So let me show you the pants. Let me get it. Okay, the top that I have on is going to be shown in a haul. You haven't seen that haul, but I got it at the Goodwill, and it is an extra large, but it's chiffon, and there's no stretch. So, but you haven't seen that. It'll be shown in a haul later, okay? But these Levi's button fly. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I just decided this morning to go ahead and try those on. I remember those pants. I'm going through my pants. I am 187.2, and I said, wait a minute. I think I can wear those. And I did. The other thing that I noticed from watching that video, and okay, I get into too many thoughts at one time. One thing that I notice is my face. Even though I was doing keto at that time, if you guys remember, some of you guys been with me for a while, I really didn't know how to do it. I just knew I had to eat low carb, and I counted my carbs. I didn't know it like I know it today. You know, I wasn't even in tune with my body. And the other thing, the main thing back then also is in the personal situation that I'm in the personal relationship that I told you that I've been dealing with for a long time, that wasn't even being dealt with. So there's so much difference between that Laura and this Laura. Not different Laura, just different mindset. And one of the things that I noticed was in my face. I looked still very inflamed in that video. Even though I was 191, I had a lot of inflammation still because I was doing keto the way that like I did before. As long as I stay under X amount of carbs, then I'm doing keto. And the reality is that there really is a healthy way to do keto, or a way that your body is going to respond. Let's put it that way. So much greater for you, right? At least for me, okay? I'm going to just speak for myself. But That was a very big difference that I saw was my face was I still had inflammation. Now, the other thought I was having was I watched that video in its entirety and I'm going to react to my own video. So I'm going to do a reaction to my own video because even in what I just said to you, that the face is so much more rounder back then. My idea of keto was different. I really wasn't doing it correctly to give me the best benefits. Now I am. And then the relationship situation I wasn't dealing with. But also in that video, there are many times where I come on here and do it, let's talk, even though I didn't call it that. And I would relay a bit of information and I look at myself going, wow, I don't think that way anymore. And then I wanted to tell you why I don't. So there's that. I thought that would be a very interesting video to do, and I want to do that. I'm so glad that I have those videos too, to look back at and see the growth, not just in the body change, but the mental and the spiritual growth. It's great. It's a good feeling. 20 pounds down officially 20 pounds down today. I started in at 207 and I'm 187. Feels really good. The other thing real quickly I want to do, and I just kind of want to put it out there, but I'm kind of waiting a little bit. But the other thing that I did was when I first started this journey in July 5th of 2023, weighing in at 207, I started vlogging the journey. It was more for me, so I would say a lot of personal things and just had a video diary on it. And it's interesting to see, even go back to July 20 pounds ago, even mentally where I was, even in the personal situation struggle where I'm at, where I'm at with that. And to hear myself speak, not only to hear myself speak, but also see myself 20 pounds heavier. And looking at the video going, wow, the goals, I'm doing them. I didn't just say it, but I'm doing them. So what I also want to do, hopefully in December, is take snippets of the vlogging that I did do. I didn't do it for very, very long, and then I started coming on here and sort of retook the journey. But I'll put it in such a way that it'll make sense. But just take a lot of the earlier video and footage and talk about it and show you snippets of it and then react to that as well. But I would love to also react to a year's time video. It was a whole year video I did from 2016 to 2017. It's where I discovered keto, and I just sort of been on that. And now I feel like with keto, it's coming really together finally, So there's that, guys. That's everything. I just kind of wanted to throw it all out there. And I'm glad that I have these videos to look back on. It feels really good. Let's do our final recap. We are still going for 15 grams or less. It will be Thanksgiving week. We are coming tomorrow. So, I have a Thanksgiving menu, and I will try my very, very, very best to break down the carbs. I don't expect to stay at 15 grams of carbs. I don't. But what I'm going to do is be mindful, and we're going to be cooking healthier versions of foods. So there's that. But 15 grams we're going to try to stay at for the main part of the week. Again, continue with 120 grams of protein to try to get that in. And I'm going to try and see not to use the protein shake so much this week and try to do more animal protein, base protein. And then the Zivia, three cans, I think we're still there. I'm doing some twos as you see, so hopefully some twos again. And exercise 10,000 steps in my day or more, spread out throughout the day, and but do my strength training 3 times this week, and cardio 6 times is really working for me. So everything pretty much the same, except for Thanksgiving Day is going to be a little bit off, a little bit different. And that is everything, guys. That is everything. Remember when I hit to 176? No. When I hit 179, we will do comparison shots again. But today is a celebration of 20 pounds. 20 pounds official. Pretty good. All right, my friends. I will talk to you soon. Take care. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you. Don't come on here. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, guys. Take care.